Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Cross Watchers. This is your tarot reading for the week ahead whenever you are finding it. We're going to keep it simple and just do 9 cards, 3 rows of 3 from the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck. First card out is the Page of Wands in reverse. Okay, so I'm seeing headed into the week, Gemini, some of you may be dealing with an immature fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is someone who, and you know, it's funny, a similar message was coming through for Capricorn. But this is someone who, it's like they want attention. They want to be viewed as this sort of, I don't know, just someone who's a good leader, someone who is a lot more important than they actually are. And now everyone's important in their own way, but like this is someone who wants the praise for work they haven't put in. This is someone who wants the flowers and titles and compliments for something they never did. And I just feel like whoever this person is, their communication may also be pretty bad as well. And having it come out in reverse like this, I mean, this is just someone... If you can just stop talking to this person, I would recommend that. But if this is someone, for example, like a child of yours or someone in your family, you know, I think they have a lot of growing up to do. And if this is your child, you can certainly guide them on the process and, you know, make sure not to spoil them, I would say. I mean, like... I can't even say this because I'm not a parent. I feel like I would have a hard time not spoiling my kid because it's like you want to give them everything that you never had. And, you know, maybe some of you guys do this in your relationships as well, like not even just with your children. You may overly parent your partners or friends or whatever and wanting to give them all of the love, all of the attention and beautiful things that you yourself may have felt like were lacking in your past because you're a beautiful soul. But... you know, if they're becoming ungrateful, if they are not being nice to you, if they are overstepping boundaries and you get the sense that they want all these accolades and attention without doing anything for it, you know, there's a line that has to be drawn here. And so entering into this new week, I feel like you have possibly drawn that line or are drawing that line. We have the 3 of Cups, beautiful. Yeah, no one's going to stand in your way. I feel like there's going to be a lot of fun get-togethers for you this week, going out with friends, having friends come over, or even just like spending extra time with family, people of significance to you. It feels very cleansing. It feels very great. You know, the 3 of Cups really represents the celebration of life itself and getting together in the good times as well as the bad times to celebrate life. And so I see that happening. Beautiful. I don't know why I'm seeing like wine tasting, beer tasting, or even like just going to a local pub or brewery or vineyard or something and just trying some local things that you may not have had before. This could even relate to food as well, going out to a restaurant and they really pride themselves on locally sourced ingredients. This is really specific, but I am seeing it for a lot of you guys, which is really fun. I feel like you are trying to source a lot closer to where you're at. And, you know, especially those of us who live in the United States, the price of food and beverages is getting out of hand. And I feel like this has been guiding a lot of us to reconnect back with our local community, local farmers, local you know, people who do things, mills and vineyards and breweries and farms and all that good stuff. Because, you know, when it is locally sourced, it is usually cheaper. Okay. Or if it's more expensive, it's because it is higher quality products that taste better anyways. And so I don't know, I see a lot of you trying to connect back to your roots in an earthly way. And, you know, asking yourself, why am I having things imported and buying things that are imported that grow right here in the region? So I am seeing things like farmers markets maybe coming up for you. I'm also seeing like flea markets, trying to reduce your carbon footprint. And I feel like this is going to bring a lot of happiness, especially if any of you are struggling financially. You know, one of my hugest karmic issues in life, for me personally, has been money. And, you know, I probably have had past lives where I was extremely extravagant and wasteful, which has brought me these money issues. But I will say, from being in poverty for so many years in my life, I have really learned to appreciate things like foraging, things like flea markets or consignment stores, or what the heck are they called? Um, why is the word not coming to me right now? Like where you buy used things, I don't know why it's not coming to me. Even like yard sales, things like that, growing your own food, farmers markets, becoming more a part of the community. That is the abundance that lies within the lack. And this has been a message that's been coming through all winter, or like the past couple of months. We all have different seasons, I guess. And I've just been feeling for the collective this message of leaning more into your community, becoming more a part of your community. And I know when I say that, there could be images that come through your mind, like having to go outside and be social with strangers. And that's not what that means. Being more involved in your community could mean, instead of going to the big chain grocery store, you are going to farmers markets. Instead of going to like McDonald's, these big chain restaurants, you are going to local restaurants, which are usually better anyways, in my opinion. And honestly, sometimes they're a lot cheaper anyways. So yeah, that is being a part of your community. That is supporting small businesses, people around you, which brings so much happiness. And it's just so much better for your local ecosystem of humans, as well as your local ecosystem in general. So yeah, I don't know. All of that just came through. We have the 10 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this is the thing, guys. When you act as an island, when you're trying to manifest all on your own, you're not going to manifest anything. But when you really lean into these themes, these elements of community, it becomes so much easier to manifest that which you want. And the fact that the 10 of Wands in reverse is coming out next to the 3 of Wands after we just said all of that, like this is, making a lot of sense here. If you've been dealing with blockages in manifesting certain things into your life, whether it be money or health or friendships, whatever it is that you feel like is missing, I feel like the answer lies within community and seeing the abundance that is right here, right now. Did I ever finish what I was saying? Yeah, for the past few months, I feel like this big message of finding abundance right here in the present moment has been really prominent. And even if you are broke, even if you are sick, even if you are alone, you always have abundance somewhere in your life. And when you focus on that, it will overflow to other areas of your life. Like I said, when I was living in poverty, I did have community support. I may not have been able to afford luxury brand clothing, but I did have things like reselling stores. I still can't remember. Thrift stores? Thrift shops? No? Yes? Yeah, whatever. Thrifting. Yeah. Thrift shops. I had things like that, which were kind of more fun anyways, more unique anyways. And, I feel like lack brings out creativity sometimes. And so just follow that flow of abundance wherever it may lie. You guys are overworking yourself. You cannot do everything on your own. And so it may be time to delegate some responsibility to other people or lean back into your support system a bit more. Second row of cards out, we have the 5 of Wands. This is coming out right underneath that Page of Wands, guys. I'm telling you, there is someone in your life who you recently have had an argument with. If it wasn't recent, I wonder if you're going to get into an argument with them. This is someone who, like I said, they are spoiled, they want to receive so much acknowledgement and accolades for things they haven't done. They're poor at communicating, and they're really bad at communicating. It's like every time they say something to you, if you disagree with them, in like a friendly way, like, okay, that's your opinion, this is my opinion. Even if you don't disagree with them, you agree with their opinion, but you want to share your opinion as well, they start arguing with you for some reason. It's so weird, it's immature, and it's just not worth it. Ugh. Center of your spread is the 3 of Pentacles. You gotta be kidding me. Right underneath that 3 of Cups. This is totally confirming what we just said. Be more a part of your community. I feel like there's a huge message here on relying off the people around you. And, something simple you can do, for example, if you're feeling overwhelmed because you have to cook every single night and go food shopping every single night, one thing you can do is get a group of people together and you each have a week where you make dinner for everyone. So that is one less dinner a week you have to worry about until it's your turn, at least. And it's just such a great way to connect with people, take some of the stress off of your shoulders. And, like I said, when you have a community like that, life becomes easier. For some of you, if you feel like you don't have that community, I feel like you may be focusing more on it and building it and acknowledging the people that are in your life and how can we make each other's lives easier. Okay, if you don't have that, this may be the week to go out and socialize and make new friends. Don't fall prey to just sitting around waiting for people to come into your life. Go out there and make new friends. Even if you're like me, I work from home. All of my hobbies are solo hobbies. So how am I going to make new friends? I literally just go onto Bumble BFF and there's tons of people there. And I love talking to people at like parties and making new friends in that way as well. So there's always ways to make new friends. Even if I were to just go out to somewhere that I enjoy and just start talking to people, that's as simple as it is. It's really easy to come by. And if you feel like it's hard for you to make friends, that is a negative limiting belief that is preventing you from finding your community, from finding your tribe. So that may be some form of affirmation that you want to speak in the mirror, like, I am friendly. I'm in my golden retriever energy. I am just blah, 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 blah. And, you'll believe it, subconsciously at least. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I'm seeing like dissatisfaction with where you're at currently in life. You want to be further along in your goals. And you know what? Same message applies. Final row of cards out. We have the Two of Wands in reverse. You know what? I feel like someone who you thought would be there for the rest of your life, you're sort of rethinking that. And this is that person, that Page of Wands in reverse, immature communicator. It's just like, you know what? I may need to rethink things with that. So yeah, I also feel like some of you may fall into this constant cycle of wanting something, wanting a reality for yourself, and then the universe offers it to you and you're like, do I actually want that? Do I actually want that? I don't know. Very interesting. We have the Devil in reverse. Wow, I love this card. This shows coming out of toxic situations, freeing yourself from limiting beliefs, like we just said, which is amazing. Also, whenever the Devil comes out in reverse, it always reminds me of fun things like concerts and, going out and partying, sex, things like that. All the fun things that a super conservative religious person would hate. I feel like you're doing some of that this week. Which is great. And it's coming out in the same row as Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Some of you guys may be partying hard or going out to a concert or even just like if it's like a low-key week with friends or with family, you could even be just releasing negativity, releasing energy that's like pent up in your body. Even if you're just dancing in your room by yourself, like that can really help you heal, like some somatic dancing, releasing the stress in your body, and just having some flat out fun. Honestly, guys, Gemini, sometimes the best thing we can do for ourselves isn't meditation or working hard. It's to just go out and have fun, like good old fashioned fun. Okay, that's what this week is calling for you to have. And then your final card out, Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah. And look at that, Two of Wands in reverse. And in between this is the Devil in reverse, this whole bottom row. I feel, Gemini, that you either have recently or will be letting go of someone 100%. Okay, but it's not going to be a loss for you because this person is this Page of Wands reversed, very immature. Okay, like it's almost like I've been feeling the message of narcissists coming up very strongly this week. You're not the only sign dealing with this. There are other signs who are releasing a narcissist in their life. So I feel like it's a collective theme here. Like people are rejecting those who source their self-esteem, their confidence from belittling others, from needing to feel superior, needing to have the last word, and I was just telling another sign, I am not a psychiatrist, I am not a psychologist, but I am fascinated with psychology and I've done a lot of personal field work in the realms of narcissism because I have had a lot of narcissists in my life. So I can tell you firsthand, these are people who they can't self-regulate their confidence. They can't self-regulate their self-esteem. They get it through other people, which is really toxic. And they do this by either like, if someone is in a position in life that they really respect and they want to be at, like if they really want to be a famous musician, for example, random example, and they connected with someone who was like and I just saw 333 on the clock. This is confirmation. And they connected with you. And let's just say that you are someone who is like a successful author or YouTuber YouTuber or just really good in life. Even if you're just a normal person, you just have a great life for yourself and you're doing everything right, you're happy all the time. And they respect that, they admire that. They would want you to praise them and, you know, treat them like this messiah, this great person. And if you don't, then they start arguing, they start causing problems, and they start pointing out all these flaws within you. Because if they can look at you and they respect you and they want to be where you're at in life and they feel bad about themselves because they're not on your level, they're going to start picking out all of your negative qualities and traits and everything, arguing everything you say in order to make you sort of beneath them in their mind. And that's how they get their self-esteem, by looking at this great person you, and they position themselves mentally so that you're beneath them. And that's how they get their confidence. That's how they get their self-esteem, which is extremely toxic. Okay. And, you know, or if they go into it and they already off the bat view themselves as superior to someone, you know, same thing. It's like they're putting themselves in a position mentally where they're essentially belittling others, not respecting them, and constantly positioning themselves to be in a higher place than these people, more superior, more advanced, whatever, whether it's covert or whether it's overt, it doesn't matter. And that is what a lot of people in the collective are letting go of. So if any of you guys are narcissistic, you're going to have a hard time this week is what I'm saying. Someone may be leaving you in the dust. But I feel like for the majority of you, you're leaving someone in the dust because they're doing this to you. So, beautiful reading, guys. This is honestly a really fun week. I feel like, you know, you're letting go of the drama and you're embodying fun. You're embodying just going out and having a good time, because you know what? Your body itself needs to shake off the stress. I would recommend dancing. I saw a lot of drinking, going out and having a drink or something if you're into that. Or even just going out to like share a nice meal and time spent with friends, just chatting, you know, anything that's like a release. Your mind doesn't have to focus on things it doesn't necessarily want to, and it's just enjoying itself. Your mind deserves a break like that. Having fun to your brain is like doing a detox to your kidneys and liver. Does that make sense? Like if you want to support your liver or your kidneys, you might drink a ton of water and detox anything harsh that organ processes. And, you know, we have to remember that our brains are an organ as well. And how we can detox our brains is by literally just going out and having fun, you know, being in a low stress environment. Also by not overstimulating ourselves with distractions such as social media, video games, all of the time. You know, these things, TV, all of the time, having information being input here, which literally just distracts us from the stresses in our life anyways. You know, if you want to really support your brain health, and I'm no doctor, you know, I'm sure there's literal minerals and everything that you can take that will support your brain health, but it's equally important to just go out and have fun and stop overstimulating yourself to distract yourself from life. And I feel like you're also returning to that point of view as well, you know, going from a place of high technology and you're saying to yourself, you know what, I just want that human to human connection. I just want to go out and have fun. I want to get outside of the house. I want to be a part of the world. I want to taste the local cuisines and drink the local drinks and talk to the local people. You know, even if you're in your hometown, you lived in the same place your whole life, like you having that mentality, you're going to be on vacation all the time. You know what I mean? So, I see a lot of you guys are making that shift, and like I said in the beginning, wanting to be a part of the community and not something separate from it and just, you know, connected, or not even connected. I was going to say connected online, but disconnected in real life. Ooh, actually that does make sense. Yeah. So anyways, definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs this week to get the fullest overview of the week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also have my intention oils there and my spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.